Hey, good afternoon. Oh my goodness, it's another day here in December. My name is Nikki Darling, Darling Productions, and the What's Up Wenatchee podcast. And we have another Givemas recipient for the Givemas project. First of all, it is cold. Burr. Today is just between yesterday and today, it is, I don't think we have reached single digits yet, maybe overnight, right? But during the day, I've seen like 14, 13 has been the lowest that I've seen. It is burr cold here in Wenatchee Valley, and currently we are getting snowed on. I'm used to snow. I grew up with snow. My husband loves it. Oh, he goes, "It's snowing. Great. Yeah." I'm like, "You work outside." I don't get it. You come home, you're like frozen to the bone, but he still loves the cold. He still loves the snow. And meanwhile, I work nice inside, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to drive in this." Again, we're total opposites. Okay, I'm getting off track, but we have another recipient for today. Anybody who's not familiar with the Givemas project, every single day in the month of December, so we have 31 days, 31 recipients. We're going to recognize a different Wenatchee Valley community member who has been amazing over the past year, has given back to their community, to their church, to their faith, to their organization or nonprofit, to or just had everyday wins, just been an everyday winner and tried to get up and give in one way or another. We're just letting them know that we see them through this project, and businesses and nonprofit or businesses and small businesses in town have been donating some gift packages or items that we've been putting together into different gift packages so that we've been able to show our appreciation to these recipients and giving them different gift packages. So it's been a busy time for me, putting all the nominations that are coming in, putting them together, talking to the people who have been nominating people, and then also talking to all the recipients and trying to meet up with them to give them their gift packages. So this is something that is going to definitely trickle into January. So just keep on staying tuned to all the Facebook, and there's YouTube and Instagram, and we'll keep everybody up to date on where everything is. So this was today's recipient is actually two people. It's a couple that I'm trying to, do I keep the antlers in? Yes. So this was a couple that came to me from, it was a friend who, I saw this story, but another friend of mine who was helping me put all this together. So I got to say thank you to Grayson. Grayson has been helping me put a lot of all of this information together. So he found, we mutually saw this one online because it is a mutual friend of ours. And so he was the one who actually put all the information together for me. So I got to actually bring up the email because I'm going to redo this email. And it was a recipient of our mutual friend Tim was having a hard time, like financially, and as we all go through it. And this couple, who we don't know, has helped Tim out, and apparently in a big way. So I wanted to share this email that came into me, which was Tim telling the story, and which is just a huge heartfelt story. So this came in from Tim. Good morning. So I got the okay from my friends because we wanted to make sure everybody was okay with us telling the story. She said they were okay with us telling the story. Their names are Kindall and Joe Wilbur. Kindall and Joe Wilbur. I had posted a need to sell a few things and wanted to post on Facebook first to friends because I had an emotional attachment to some of the stuff and wanted to see it go to a place that people who would use and enjoy it. They reached out to me and asked me about some of it, saying they were interested and what I wanted for it. I got to thinking and know that they have a little one, and I was afraid they were stretching to help me. So I sent them a message saying that I didn't want to excuse me, that I didn't want to be the reason for them being tight in the pocketbook, especially since they had a little kid. That when she sent me when she sent me a message and explained she wasn't really interested in the speakers, and that her and her partner Joe had a really good year and had been setting money aside for a specific reason of helping somebody in need. When they saw that I had rent, gas, food, and Christmas stolen out of my locked Jeep, they knew I was the one they wanted to help. Stop it. Oh, she transferred $900 into my account, letting me make my car and insurance payment, my PUD payment, and having gas for the month to get back and forth to work, and has checked in with me to make sure I was okay a couple of times since. I went from, I don't know what I'm going to do without help, I won't make it, to having a plan, to solving in the next few months. Ugh. It's just like, it kills me when I hear stories like this, because I've been there. Like, I am there. Like, I've been there so many times, and so many different times in my life. And I've been on the other end so many different times. I went from feeling helpless to hopeless, and they did that. They had nothing to gain and only asked that I try to pay it forward someday, not back, forward. And I do the same thing. Because I remember, when I have been in that position where people were like, hey, we're going out to eat. And I'm like, well, I can go and have some water, and they'll be like, well, we'll pay for something, an appetizer or something. Just come and hang out and be a part of the group. It's more about that. And just pay it forward. One time you're going to be in a position to pay for somebody else's appetizer. And I have been in that position to do it for other people more often than not. And if that's all that you ask, like, that says more about your character rather than handing it over and then asking for it back. Like, here is a loan of so much money, like, now you have to pay it back. No, it's like, here, we don't want it back, but the universe wants it back, right? The universe can pay it forward to somebody else when because you will be in that position. So for being those types of people, that I'm sure this was an isolated incident, but I'm sure it's not the only isolated incident, because that it takes an entire year to save up for some people to do things like that. And that's what Kindall and Joe Wilbur did. They said they had a good year. They had some money saved up. And for a lot of people, it takes a while to save up money, like $900 or $1,000. So to be that consistent, and then when you finally do that, get that, say they had $1,000 that they said, hey, we're going to help somebody at the end of the year. And then when you go, wow, we actually did save $1,000, and go, we are actually going to do this, and not spend it on a long weekend away or splurge on an extra something or other for the spare bedroom, to actually go and have integrity and do what you say you're going to do at the end of the year, and use that money to help somebody else out. In this case, somebody that they knew and knew where it was going to go, and it really did help Tim out a lot. Got him back into it's a peace of mind place, isn't it, Tim? Right? you can go into the new year actually having some peace of mind, not stress. So for all of those reasons, consistency, reliability, and integrity, we want Kindall and Joe Wilbur to know that we see you and we see the good that you're doing in our community, and we appreciate you. So thank you again for the good deed that you did for our good friend Tim. Personally, I thank you because we love Tim and all the good that you're doing out there in the world as well. So please help me appreciate Kindall and Joe today and every day for the Givemas project, and we'll get one of our gift packages out to you, Kindall and Joe, from one of our local businesses here in the Wenatchee Valley. All right, thanks guys. We'll have another Givemas recipient real soon. If you want to see all of them, you can get to our website, darlingproductionswa.com. And if you do have a nomination, go ahead and send an email out to me, Nikki at darlingproductionsllc.com. Love you guys.